What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Bianconeri Zone for another match reaction. Um, for a win. I want to say it's been a while, but it's not been a while, but it feels like a while, right? But before we get into it, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell notification. Now, I expected a very tough game. I didn't do the preview, but I said it in a previous live. It was a very tough game. It's 2-0. One could argue Spezia should have got more. Maybe not a point, but like they made it a very tough game for us. Um, and that's what I expected. I predicted a 1-1, so that was wrong, but it was a very tough game, because of all the things we know, predicted, saw over the last couple of years, Um, when you start off with that lineup, and again, there are not many players available or like 100% fit, so it is what it is. But that lineup, it's gonna be very difficult. Even away to Spezia, we're fighting relegation. It's gonna be difficult because Keane and Vlahovic up top, they haven't played much together, and you can see it. At times they were interfering with each other, and at times they were way apart from each other. So it was very difficult for them to link up. Excuse me. But that midfield in the first half, they were struggling big time. I thought Paredes had no clue what was going on. Locatelli was very poor. It starts off with that yellow card, terrible back pass. Then he tries to make up for it, way too late, yellow card, and from that moment, so basically the start of the game until the end of the half, he was terrible. Like he was giving the ball away, he was all over the place, he was losing some duels. Like he wasn't playing well, and that midfield wasn't going. I thought Rabiot was kind of steady, but Rabiot was Rabiot. Like he's not a tactical play. Like he's not gonna dictate play. Like he's not gonna I don't want to say that, bring people into play consistently. That's not him. So it was very difficult for us to keep hold on that ball consistently, or yeah, just consistently with good quality. Like it was very scrappy first half, like a lot of lost possession, a lot of misplaced passes. Cuadrado was terrible once again. Like he's not a player at this moment in time. Like I don't know what he's doing out there. He cannot be this man. He cannot cross. He loses possession in the weirdest places, doing the weirdest stuff. It's just he's playing against us, and at this point, I mean, he's gone. So should De Chilio, but De Chilio is a better player at this point. Like that's the reality. Like De Chilio offers more than Cuadrado, because Cuadrado offers absolutely nothing. At least De Chilio looks half capable of defending and controlling a simple ball. Like it's as basic as this at the moment. But he was terrible, which wasn't helping Vlahovic and Keane up top because the service was kind of dead. In that first half, when you looked at it, it was just Kostic who. It wasn't a 100% clean game from him, but he has some sort of drive that keeps going no matter what, and that drive got us the goal basically. Like great cross. Some might say a lucky finish from Keane. He was trying to put it somewhere else, but it went in. That's the most important thing. And you went up 1-0, which we needed because Spezia were, I thought, especially in the second part of that first half, very comfortable in possession. They could basically bop the ball around in front of our box, and we were always late. They always find that free guy. Verde was always alone. I don't know how he managed to do that. Always alone, no matter where he was on that pitch, always alone. And it was causing us not big troubles, but some sort of troubles. And I think today, in certain moments, you can see how disjointed we are as a team. Because in the first half, I think it was Paredes and Sandro. They bump into each other, or Kostic inside of the box. They just bump into each other with possession. They lose possession. I don't know who that was. Was it Verde puts in a great cross, and it was very close to being 1-1. And then even in the second half, Rugani tried to clear the ball, but he just clears it against Danilo, falls from in front of a Spezia player, and he takes a great shot, great block from Alexandro, who actually played a good game defensively, Alexandro. But I think all those things show how disjointed this team is at this moment in time. Now, we come out of that second half, and Allegri said post-game, we started off well. That is probably the biggest lie he told all season because we were terrible. The first 15 minutes, yeah, the first 15 to 18 minutes, I think everybody had a feeling we're going to concede a goal because we couldn't keep the ball for like 20 seconds. Spezia were all over us. They were pressing us. They always found the right people. No idea how that's possible that we come out in the second half that flat, how we get dominated by a relegation side. Like, it's mind-boggling. I cannot explain it. I think nobody can explain it. But he said we played well from the get-go in the second half. That was an absolute lie. Like, that was a lie. And he knew that. He knew that. That's why he brought in Di Maria, you know, because nobody could keep hold of the ball, like no one. And there was not, like, if you didn't bring in Di Maria, we would have created absolutely nothing afterwards. Not that we created much or anything, but he's that spark. And I made a video, Keep Di Maria this week, and I want to ask this question because somebody told me I cannot make those videos anymore because I was bullshitting. When I clearly stated in the video, I understand that people don't want Di Maria to stay for another season. That was the question of the video. Do you want it or not? I understand the people saying no. I say yes because he's not, like, he's the most talented player in the squad, and he's still at age 36 the best player in that squad by a mile at this moment in time. He's that important for this team, which is not a positive thing, but it is what it is. We need to replace far worse players who are leaving on a free. Alexandro, Cuadrado, Rabiot was on a free. He's not an awful player. Rugani needs to leave. All these players need to leave, and you need to replace them. Di Maria is the last one you also need to worry about, in my opinion. That's my personal opinion, because he is the best player in that squad, and he showed that again today. When he comes on, he brings the entire squad into play. Not just the strikers, not the wingers, the entire midfield, because they have somebody to give the ball to who can keep hold of it, who can create something, who can slow down play with keeping possession at the same time. That's important. And he's just a genius on the ball. Like, it is what it is. That goal was quality. He took that very well. Game over. That's how we play. We want individual. Not we want. That's what we rely on. Individual brilliance. He gave you that, and that's why I keep saying I'm okay with him for another season, because I don't believe we can get and a left back and a right back and a center back and another midfielder and a right back, and maybe someone else leaves. I don't know. I don't think that's possible. That's why I keep saying I'm okay with it. And I understand the wages, 7 mil. That's a lot. For, you might say, you only can play 60 minutes. But if he gives you 60 minutes with that output, I'll take it if we can replace all the other issues who are far worse than him. Like, far. Like Cuadrado, Sandro, problems for years and years already. They have been. So that was my only point in the video. If you say no, I fully understand that. I understand why people say no. But I don't think we can replace anyone. And I think he's that important. Even next season, should Allegri stay, like, he is still going to be the key player. Like, he is. That was the only thing I said. And I got called out for it. You know, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm stupid. And I'm wrong in saying that he is the most talented player in the squad still. And the most important player in the squad at this moment in time. Because Chiesa isn't 100% fit. He is. He is the key to everything at this team. He brings everyone into play. He calms down the team in possession. It's scary, but it's a reality. And I believe it's going to be the reality next season as well, because we need to replace so much. That was all I was saying. But again, if you say no because of wages, all those things, I understand your reasoning behind that. But he was key. He won you the game. And if you want to win on Thursday, it needs to be again like that, because it's not going to change. We're not going to go away to Nantes and dominate. They're a bad team, but so was Spezia, and it didn't work. So that's all I said. But let me know in the comments what you think. Like the video, subscribe, and we will see you back tomorrow. Ciao.